Catholic Alpha Radical Podcast, episode 18. How do you speak on the Catholic abuse scandal at your job? Listen now. Now, before each number, I will read a quote directly from the document containing Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano's testimony, so that you can understand the gravity of this situation. And like I said, so we don't allow it to just move on like it's nothing going on, like it was just, didn't mean anything. And why? And we want you to move to destroy and speak out against this travesty in your environment, which is what? Your church, your marriage, your family, your work, and society at large. Now, look, I know at times work is a hard animal. But if somebody brings it up and is talking to you about it, you have every right to go ahead and explain and then move on. Don't sit there and have a 10, 15, 20, 30-minute conversation at work, and then, the person gets mad, or, if you see the person getting upset, move on, But we must begin to know the truth, understand the truth, and to preach the truth. I'll also place a link to the full document in the show notes. Quote, Archbishop Vigano on the abuses of Cardinal McCarrick. Quote, during the speech he gave when he took possession of the Chicago See, at which I was present as a representative of the Pope, Cupich quipped that one certainly should not expect the new Archbishop to walk on water. Perhaps it would be enough for him to be able to remain with his feet on the ground and not try to turn reality upside down. Blinded by his pro-gay ideology, as he stated in a recent interview with America magazine, extolling his particular expertise in the matter, having been president of the Committee on Protection of Children and Young People of the USCCB. He asserted that the main problem in the crisis of sexual abuse by clergy is not homosexuality, and that affirming this is only a way of diverting attention from the real problem, which is clericalism. In support of this thesis, Cupich oddly made reference to the results of research carried out at the height of the sexual abuse of minors crisis in the early 2000s. While he candidly ignored that the results of that investigation were totally denied by the subsequent independent reports by the John Jay College of Criminal Justice in 2004 and 2011, which concluded that in cases of sexual abuse, 81% of the victims were male. In fact, Father Hans Zollner, S.J., Vice Rector of the Pontifical Gregorian University, President of the Center for Child Protection, and member of the Pontifical Commission for the Protection of Minors, recently told the newspaper La Stampa that in most cases it is a question of homosexual abuse. End quote. Now see, even when proof is staring people in their face, they will not acknowledge it. Why? Because of selfishness, because of wanting to do what they want to do. Everybody knows that the homosexual lifestyle, especially the abuse of children, now the abuse of men that are trying to give their life away for the word of God, we all know it's homosexuality. We know that lifestyle makes people miserable. Just like people having sex outside of marriage with different people, heterosexual sex. We all know that ends to misery. But we all want to stand around and act like everything is cool and everybody's happy, but people aren't happy. And it's our role as men to teach our boys that we have to help people that have issues with God. We have to be able to explain why it hurts not just them and their soul, but the soul of everyone who is around them, the soul of everyone who sees them, the soul of the country, of the world, of society. And when people like Supich and McCarrick look at this like it's just another, day in the neighborhood, then that's completely wrong. It's wrong. And we as men have to start standing up and letting people understand that when we break the word of God, who knows what we need, who knows how to keep us happy and peaceful because he made us, that only misery follows. Okay? Please, gentlemen, stand up, explain this in your environment, and understand that the abuse of men and the abuse of boys is completely illogical, is completely immoral, and goes against the very fabric of our society. Moving on.